there was so much room to grow around here and move up through the ranks. I mean, yeah, I went from being just a truck driver to now an engineer in a good position. I started off as a summer help during about 95, 96 was basically when I came home from college. I came to ODOT. As summer help, you pretty much are picking up litter, DAs and so forth. You help out with the crews as they do their job. Basically flag a lot and do that kind of stuff. So I did that for a couple of years. And then there was a position came available because they were able to hire something called an interim. So I did that, I think it was about a year. I then ended up being put in the bridge and culvert, heavy equipment and culvert department. Working in that department, I did a lot of culvert replacements and bridge deck repair. You go out and jackhammer the deck where it's unsound and fix those areas. Was finally hired on full-time around 2000. I came on as a highway worker too, and then they shortly after that changed over to the HT series. So I went through that whole series, and during the time from my hiring to roughly when I graduated from Youngstown State, where I earned my civil engineering, I also earned a electronic associates in electronic engineering when I had just come on at the state, and then I did my civil. Plus, I worked through the HT series and developed my abilities there. Well, it's the Highway Technician series, and you basically have to take certain courses, classes, and test out of them with a certain grade percentage. You also have to have construction experience. I don't remember the full breakdown, but you have to have so many hours in paving, so many hours in drainage and that. And so it helps them understand what the process is that construction does and how things are done. And they could take that knowledge back to the garages. And so when they do their work, they see how other people perform it, and there might be tricks of the trade that they didn't realize that were out there. It gives them a better understanding. So the classes are geared towards making people understand their job better, and a lot of classes are very helpful. Most of my experience in the construction was in Mahoning, Portage, and Summit County on various projects from new builds, bridges, bridge deck replacement, paving, culverts, and stuff of that nature. I then earned my master's in construction management from online with Drexel. Shortly after getting that, I ended up seeing an opening here in District 12. Transferred over. I was working on various projects on the west side of Cleveland, a lot of work with CPB Power and so forth. While I was working, they kind of asked me if I would be willing to be, if I was interested in being the district work zone traffic manager, and I've been here in this position for about 2 years now. When I had the opportunity to come here and work full time, it was still sort of, is this really what I want to do? But after being here for a while and seeing the opportunity to move around, and I can't remember who specifically told me about, the union will help you go to school and get it. So it became something as choose your destiny before your destiny chooses you kind of thing. So I chose, I could have maybe walked out like after a year or two, but there was so much room to grow around here and move up through the ranks. I mean, yeah, I went from being just a truck driver to now an engineer in a good position. Being the district work zone traffic manager, I am responsible for reviewing and implementing the proper maintenance of traffic for both construction and maintenance operations. Maintenance of traffic is, we have to follow certain standards by the Ohio Manual of Uniform Traffic Control Device. And that manual specifies where each sign should be, the size of the sign. So maintenance of traffic is, I review to make sure the signs are being placed in the right position, the devices that are being used are detailed, and so forth. Coming from a highway worker, going through the HT series, you kind of learn the different duties and responsibilities that they have, and there's sometimes a disconnect from somebody that just goes to college and comes on and never really came through all the departments. They may not really understand what each department does, what is required of the HTs, what classes they have to learn. And I just think being somebody that went through all that past experience, I know what the HEs are going through, and I think I could assist them better than other people that just went to college and came here.